Hey Doomsday, welcome to the live stream. So, I was just doing my beginning of the live stream freestyle since that's becoming a thing, I suppose. So, everybody, welcome to this live stream of Banner Saga 3, Tactical Analysis Gaming coming at you live. So today I'm hoping that we are going to complete the Banner Saga 3 because I think we're basically at the very end of the story. We're almost at the basically the final chapter or the final boss or whatever you'd like to call it. So no new announcements. Just a reminder that tomorrow I'll be live streaming Ultimate General Civil War, and then on Tuesday I'll be taking a break, and all future days basically will be committed to the Battle Brothers to reach that Twitch affiliate goal, which I'm almost at. I just need a little bit more time, several more viewers over a bunch more streams, and I think I'll make it to Twitch affiliate status. But without further ado, let's just get straight back into the story of Banner Saga 3. Right, so we are at second return. So we've switched back to Arborang now. And Arborang is where Rook and everybody else is. So most of the Varl. Okay, if Arborang stories written on a tapestry, they're dying a few to the warped, a couple to stray arrows. Next set of the walls, Noose Titans. Gone but not dead. Okay, let's take a quick look at the market. Let's see if there are any interesting items here. Warrior's Beret. That's a little bit odd. How is a Warrior's Beret supposed to be part of the Banner Saga? Okay. Move through allies, never deflected, 50% crit chance, more aggro, +2 talents. Maybe. Gerard's Advice. +3 all talents, never deflected. Nah, not really into these items, unfortunately. Okay, let's take a quick look at the heroes before we go on to talking and going into combat here. Got most of the Varl, which is great. We sent Skathak to hold the walls. He's likely going to be dead after this. So, unfortunate for him. And I think we're definitely going to be using Zephyr, the other Valka, in support of the Varl because she can lay down mines, which um, if there are any allies that walk on these mines, they get a buff to their stats. First of all, let's talk to, I think this is Mogan. Oh no, it's Hogan. Mogan died in my previous playthrough, or in Banner Saga 2. Poor Bulver killed poor Mogan. Yeah, Hogan has propped himself up in the shield. Fine, Hogan. I was hoping we wouldn't have to. Could have all gone wrong a lot of different ways. If you're just checking on how everyone's doing, I appreciate the concern. Nothing you want to talk about, Hogan? Tired of fighting, tired of survival. Come on, Hogan, you can't give up. This is sort of the last part of life. Yeah, Doomsday, I have Rook. From my very first approach to Banner Saga, I decided to go with Rook rather than Alette, for story reasons, I suppose. I can't really remember my reasoning for going with Rook. Maybe I prefer Rook, and tactically, in the first Banner Saga, you get access to like 3 or 4 archers, and Alette is yet another archer, or another range character that, you know, too many archers. And Rook is a lot more flexible. Couldn't the gods have done this differently? Why make us eat in fear and hate? Nothing stopped them from taking all it away. Stuck in a bear trap. How's your family, Hogan? And do is make sure they eat and don't get killed in their sleep. What kind of man would I be? Know what you mean? You've been through. What do you think is on the other side of that darkness? Not the land's any different. Talk about it, but there it is. What a damned fool I am. I never should have let him leave. Yeah, well, Mogan is dead. Sorry, Hogan. I had Bulver kill him. Watching the darkness, expecting to see him walk out of it twisted and bloated. If I said something instead of being a prideful idiot, what would you do? Forgive yourself. Yeah, sorry, that probably wasn't the right thing Hogan should have heard. You have your peace, take care of yourself. Good man, Hogan, good man. Alright, let's go and check the wall. Come quick, says a bloodied guard. Whereas you begin noticing a pile of dead guards. Ground out and find the butchered corpse of Skathak amongst dozens of other horseborn bodies. Yeah, Skathak. I knew he was going off to die, but it's interesting. Of all the characters, the horseborn have the least amount of, shall we say, screen time and character development, which is unfortunate. But what are you gonna do about it? I suppose you'd have to go back to what's its face? You'd have to go back to Banner Saga 2 to really get back into the Horseborn story. Okay, so we're gonna give Mogur's item, which draws aggro and increases his armor, or gives him armor regen. Gonna give it to Bastion. So Bastion is our main tank. Then we're gonna bring in. Let's see. So Rook is injured. So Bastion is tanking plus breaking. Zephyr is a buffer. Runic Gale. Let's see. Breeze. And I think we're gonna bring in Zephyr to support the Varl, because she I think is quite effective in helping out the Varl. Okay, so we don't have okay, Ludin and Trigvi, they're injured, so we're not gonna bring them in. So we're definitely gonna bring in probably Gudmundur. You have Bastion. Bastion joins you if you let the dredge in when an event happens. Yeah, that's the reason why I got Bastion. He just joined me when I let the dredge into Arborang. Okay, so let's bring in Gudmundur as the tank here. Draws aggro, gives him armor, good. So Gudmundur and Bastion both are tanks and armor breakers. Then we're going to bring in Zephyr for support. Then we're going to bring, let's see. Hakon is just a badass. I think we could promote him. We could actually make him, let's see, so Gunnulf, you are the wolf. Move. Yeah, this is a good idea to promote him to level 5 wolf. Heroic title, because that gives him extra movement and extra damage, plus he doesn't draw as much attention. Good. And for Hakon, I'd love to improve him because he's also another damage dealer. I'm going to promote him and give him a heroic title. Definitely not Bloodletter. Death Messenger. Probably not Monster Killer. Maybe Foolish. Increase strength, reduce armor. This would have actually been really good on, what's his name? That would have been really good for Gunnulf. Forsaken. +1 damage with no adjacent allies. Hopeful. Resist. Less aggro. I think I'll make Hakon the Forsaken and make him a bit more of a lone wolf damage dealer. So we're going to give him probably the Forsaken, or we could just make him the Foolish, which increases his strength and reduces his armor. Makes him really strong when in the middle of combat. I think we'll just give him the Foolish. Make him super strong. Reduces his armor, but at least he has an item which increases armor a little bit more. But Hakon doesn't need that much armor because he's a damage dealer. Okay, now for promotion, dodge wouldn't be bad. I think we're just gonna give him dodge since because I can't give him artery strike. I can't give him critical hits. And hunker down, not useful because he's not a tank. He's a damage dealer, and defy is sort of useless for him. So I think we're just gonna go with dodge to give him at least some chance of dodging enemy attacks on his health. Okay, so Bastion, Gudmundur, 2 tanks, Zephyr support. Then probably let's see, Gris. What can you bring for you? To increase your strength and your crit. Because Gris is a little bit weird. I don't exactly know. Yeah, let's just give it to Gris. Gris, you are an armor breaker, so you're basically a kind of tank. But unfortunately, you don't have as much armor as, say, Bastion or Mogr or other armored characters. So I think we're just going to bring in Bastion, Gudmundur, and we'll keep Gris in reserve. And then we'll bring Gunnulf and Hakon for damage. And I think we'll bring in Nid for ranged ability. So that means we're using Zephyr to lay down these runic gale mines to buff up the Varl as they move. And also she can use Breeze to reposition characters. The speed of the north wind, allowing them to move to any unoccupied tile. Right. And then Nid is for just ranged combat, for slightly breaking armor, but mostly just dealing damage. Then Gunnulf, Hakon, damage dealers, Zephyr support, Gudmundur and Bastion for tanking. Okay, good. I think I like this setup. Varl heavy. And I really like my Varl. Oh, wow. That's really close to the enemy. Okay. So we're definitely going to attack this side of the enemy rather than this side. Okay, so Bastion, you come over in front of this warrior. Gudmundur, you take the flank of Bastion because you're going to be stonewalling and drawing aggro. Then Zephyr, you're a little bit useless here, actually. So we're probably then going to use you for mending. So then bring Gunnulf back and Hakon back. Probably should have gone for several more humans since we're fighting on the wall and there isn't much space here. But that's okay. So Nid, you go behind Hakon. But Hakon, let's actually shift you away from Gunnulf. Because Hakon draws aggro because of his 5-ring necklace, so I need to keep him a little bit away from other characters, and then we'll have Gunnulf in front of Hakon. And then Zephyr will keep you behind here, and Nid will keep you behind Gunnulf. And let's get to it. Right, so this shield banger is probably going to attack Gudmundur. So let's see, Bastion. That's only going to hit the warped warriors. I think We're not going to use Kindle because I don't want to break up Gudmundur's armor. So let's just use Bastion to break armor. There we go. Set up the kill for Gunnulf. Nice, hunker down. Okay, then let's bring Gudmundur back to the flank here so that he stonewalls and draws aggro. Poor Skathak. There we go. Excellent. So Zephyr, you can leave Runic Gale next to where... Just pop it here. Create 4 runes so that Hakon and Gunnulf buff up. Okay, so Gunnulf increases his attack. This increases armor break, and that increases willpower. Nid. Go for the attack. Why don't we increase your willpower and increase your armor break and you start working on... There we go. And start working on that shield banger. Lovely. And in 26 turns, there's going to be more enemies coming up. Ugh. Okay, so Gunnulf, you need to move in, get the attack bonus, and kill this enemy. Deals AoE damage, great. Hakon has no space to maneuver, so we'll just keep him in reserve behind Nid here. Okay, Bastion. Now this is a good time to use Drumfire. Let's see, Shockwave does armor break damage, Hot Ash, Remnant Mends Dredge, and hurts all others. Yeah, let's just try using... There we go. Perfect. That works out very nicely. Okay, so Gudmundur, you fall back, armor up Bastion, and stonewall up, so that you draw enemy fire. Okay, Zephyr. Breeze. I don't really need Breeze, I just need to slowly tear up the warped here. They don't have any slingers, which is good, so there aren't going to be any ranged characters tearing us up. So let's just mend Bastion's armor a little bit. Okay, Nid. You can tear down this shield banger. Good hit. Okay, now Gunnulf, you can go and kill in a single strike. There we go. Nice crit. Good resist. Hakon, you just stay back. Because we're probably going to end up facing enemy reinforcements. So we're just going to wait for them to come by and then we're going to activate Hakon there. Now Bastion, you can actually keep using Drumfire. Because that's actually a really powerful ability, especially in this clogged terrain. Gudmundur, just keep your stonewall up. Okay, Zephyr. Zephyr, there isn't a lot of space for runes here. Let's keep mending Bastion's armor. Because Bastion is just going to keep tanking damage. Okay, Nid. Nid, what can you do? Let's maim. Can kill him, but then that's going to let this warped warrior move in. So we're just going to maim this character here. Good shot. Okay, Gunnulf. Time to use Whirlwind. Or Tempest. Good kills, buddy. Good work, good work. Okay, Hakon, move up behind Gunnulf. Because I think Gunnulf is going to start taking aggro soon. Okay, Bastion, move up and kill this Axeman. Good kill. Heck, we might actually even win this before reinforcements come in. Okay, Gudmundur, move up, start cracking armor. Good job, good job. This is actually working out very nicely. Bring up Zephyr and mend Bastion's armor. There we go. That was actually a mistake, moving up Zephyr there. Okay. Bird of Prey. Let's see, who's moving next? The Spearman is moving next, but we can't really do... we can't maim it. So probably Nid just maim this Spearman here. Okay. Gunnulf, you move in and use Tempest again. Lovely double kill. That's amazing. Okay, now Hakon can just come in and finish off these spearmen. This is why you bring Varl. This is why they're so amazing. Okay, Bastion, just stay put. Gudmundur, move up, crack the armor. Zephyr, Zephyr, just rest. Nid, you just use Bird of Prey, cause a little bit of damage. And then Gunnulf, you bring the sword down on this idiot's head. Lovely. But now we're going to fight because now we get the choice to fight again and maybe get some item. So we're actually going to keep Bastion. We're going to keep Hakon and Gunnulf, but I think we're going to bring Gudmundur back because his armor has taken some damage. We're going to keep Zephyr. Let's see, we could bring in Mogan for the extra armor, or we could bring in Gris. I think I'd rather bring in Hogan or Mogan. There we go. Because I think he can still do Stonewall, so he's basically a similar character to Gudmundur. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the aggro drawing. Okay, so we're gonna take a similar formation. We're gonna put Bastion here, put Hogan here, Zephyr behind Bastion, Gunnulf to the left of Bastion, and Hakon to the left of Gunnulf. Alright. Because Bastion has so much armor, I don't think he's going to be taking much damage anyway. Okay. So we've got a warped Spellsinger. Bastion. Who do we have? So we got several Horseborn, an Archer, and 2 warped, unrelenting warped warriors. Okay, not too dangerous. That Spellsinger is going to get really annoying if he starts casting Umbrage. So Bastion, crack the armor of this warrior. Then Hogan, you're going to draw aggro, so just keep that Stonewall up. Then Zephyr. Zephyr, you can lay down some runes here for Gunnulf and Hakon to pick up. Let's see, armor break, armor increase. Not bad, not bad. Okay, Zephyr. Sorry, not Zephyr, Nid. You need to maim this warrior so that he doesn't crack through Mogan's armor. Okay, Gunnolf. You can go finish him. Lovely kill. And so the enemy Spellsinger is the one who has the item of Venadal. Not interested. Okay, Hakon, move up behind Bastion. Okay, Bastion is getting torn up a bit. So we're just gonna rest. Let the enemy shuffle around. Okay, so they're casting Umbrage now. Okay, Mogan. I think we could actually just move up Mogan to clog this lineup and crack the armor of the warrior here. Set up a kill for Nid. And then Zephyr, you can prepare to repair Mogan's armor, but for the moment, you can just rest to regain some willpower. Okay, Nid, you can't really do much here. So we're just going to maim this warped warrior. Alright, Gunnolf. Time for a master whirlwind. Time for Tempest. Here we go. 3 kills. Actually, only 2 kills, but almost. Okay, Hakon, move up behind Gunnolf. Okay, this is working out much better. Bastion, you can move up and crack armor. There we go. And then Mogan. Let's see, Mogan, what can you do? You can keep working on enemy armor because you're going to get repaired here. So keep working on the warrior's armor, and then Nid is going to maim the warped warrior here. Okay, Zephyr. I think I'd rather lose Hogan rather than Bastion here. So I think we're going to repair Bastion's armor instead. First we're going to move Zephyr and then give... There we go. Nice, Mogan is still alive. Nid, maim this warped warrior. Lovely. Gunnolf, just crack this archer. Spellsinger's probably going to activate Umbrage again. Oh, nope, just knock out Hogan. That's okay. We still have Gudmundur in reserve, so it's no big deal that what's his name? No big deal that Hogan's down. Okay, Bastion. Bastion, we're actually going to shuffle you over here, power you up with willpower, and use Drumfire. Zephyr. Let's keep pumping up Bastion's armor. Keep his armor high. Okay, Nid. Kill the warped warrior. Man, I love fighting with Varl, seriously. Nice dodge. Let's just kill the horseborn. Insta-kill. And then Hakon, you crack armor. Ooh, nice divert. Oh, that was a divert on the Spellsinger here. Then crack armor, Zephyr just rest, Nid. You could use Bird of Prey, cause 4 damage, and then Gunnulf will kill the Spellsinger. Lovely work. And we only lost Hogan. This is the kind of combat that I like. This is why Varl are so strong. But I think it was kind of useless bringing in Hakon. There wasn't a lot of space in this area here, so it was difficult to actually get Hakon into combat here. Lovely, 21 renown. So Skathak is dead. So far, out of all the characters during the story, I've lost Audley, Folka, Bach, and now Skathak. Becoming increasingly aggressive. Fall back before long. Let's try not to fall back. Okay, let's go to the commons. Crowd of horseborn confront each other. You recognize Canary and Deirdre. Canary is waving her javelin. Find out what happened, put it to rest. Trample. Lovely. Deirdre's also dead. Poisoned by her own blade. That was actually a stupid decision because the Horseborn you don't understand Horseborn language, and I was assuming, I suppose, that I had Ubin on my side so he could have translated, but I should have just separated them or something like that. So there's another Horseborn that's out. So we have left Roek and Canary. Okay, Blacksuit billows up from ramshackle shelters. Fire. Watching from a safe distance. Marvel to save their own things. Rally able bodies and help him out. Fire continues to spread. Get the Varl involved. Oh no, Gris! No! Oh no. My characters are just dying left and right. I shouldn't have Sen and Gris. I should have known that Varl don't like fire. I should have actually probably just let Ruga's loyalists burn. My good-natured self is trying too hard to try to save everybody, and I can't let that happen. Oh man. Now Gris is dead. Now we have one less Varl. This time the shifting shadows in the corners of your eyes are real. They're warped everywhere ahead, clustered together to slow your progress. We're gonna just go straight through. We have to get to that tower as quickly as possible. And everybody's wounded. Okay, so Ivor, Armor Breaker, Valgard, Armor Breaker plus Tank. Spar, your support, Juno, your support, Avend, your damage and support. Then Castaway is basically damage as well. But mostly crowd control with using grenades and the like. So Juno, you can just confuse enemies. It's your willpower, it's already pretty good, so we'll just keep moving. Man, this is getting really tight. Everybody's getting injured. No one's replenishing. Okay, let's see, who do we have here? Slingers, 2 scourges, 2 stone guards, 2 slingers, a grunt, and a borer. I think we're gonna focus our attention on the left flank here. So, Ivor, you go here. Valgard, you go here. Spar, stay behind Valgard. Juno, stay behind Valgard, and Castaway, stay behind Spar. Okay, so the borer isn't gonna move in anytime soon. So let's just stay put with Valgard. We'll just let the enemy come to us. Give us a chance to wear them down before anything else happens. Okay, Ivor, just stay put. Spar. Spar, you have armor break 3. But you're probably going to get focus fired by these slingers, so we're just going to move you up to cracking the wall there. So we'll just move you back for now. Good job. Okay, Juno, confuse the Scourge. Let him go attack the borer. Good job. Good job. Avend. Could actually use arc lightning from here, but we're gonna keep you back because the slingers are going to act soon. But what we're gonna do with Castaway is drop some grenades. Slowly wear the enemy down. Okay, Valgard, move up. And you're gonna be aggroing, right? Yeah, so you're gonna stonewall and protect Castaway with more armor. Ivor, just stay put for the moment. Yep, there you go. Spar, go behind Valgard, increase his armor. Another movement? Oh, acid spit, it seems. So, oh no, he's held in place, so he's probably just going to die because the borer is probably going to just come up from underneath. But that's okay. Okay, Juno. Why don't you keep confusing the 2, 4, 6. Keep confusing that Scourge. There we go. Good work on the armor. Plus that blocks him. Good work. Castaway, you need to fall back and crack the armor of the Scourge. Okay, now Spot is attacked. Valgard can move in and crack armor. There we go. That'll make things easier there. Ivor, break him down. Could have killed him, but that's actually not a good idea because then that stone guard would have moved in. Okay, Spar. The only damage dealer I have is Ivor, so we need to open the lane up for Ivor to move in. So Spotter, you can just crack armor. Good job, Juno. Let's actually send this Scourge away to attack someone else. Almost. That was an amazing hit on that Scourge. Alright, Juno's immortal. Good. She can take all the fire as we need. Now we can actually use Arc Lightning with Avind. Probably hit the slingers. Yeah, hit the slingers. There we go. Where's that borer going? Probably just gonna hit Ivor. Okay, Castaway. Who's moving next? We could kill this this Scourge because these slingers are blocking the approach of this stone guard and this stone guard. So let's just kill him with Castaway. Down you get. Okay, Spar is getting drained, so probably just bring Volgard right into the mix and crack this stone guard's armor. Ivor. Can't let the borer move, so we'll just kill the borer. There's still that grunt as well. Okay, Spar. Got this stone guard. We'll keep the stone guard busy with an insult. So he skips his turn. Okay, then we need to pull Avind back as soon as possible. Juno, get your dark energy back up. Okay, Avind, who can you hit? You could hit these slingers again, or you can hit this grunt with the arc lightning. Not enough range, so just hit the slingers. Good, he's maiming them, so we don't have to worry about them as much. Okay, Castaway. Can't kill this Scourge, but at least we can bring him down. Okay, Volgard. Use the arc lightning, start maiming these two heavy enemies. Volgard, you can also stone wall. No, we don't want to kill this stone guard. I think we want to maim him, because he's blocking the approach of this other stone guard. Eesh. Ivor, not much else you can do, so just start cracking armor. We're gonna have to use Castaway now as the main damage dealer. Spot, go crack armor. So that the enemy stops attacking Ivor. Okay, we need to get rid of this this Scourge because he is blocking Juno's return to her body. But let's see. Can't use Arc Lightning anymore, but we can use Mend. And we'll use Mend on Ivor. There we go. That at least protects him from some enemy. This Scourge we can finally kill. Open up Juno's approach to her body. Good work, Volgard. kill this stone guard. Okay, now it's time for Ivor to do some... Probably keep cracking at armor. Because Castaway is the only damage dealer that we have left. Or Avend. Let's see, Spar, you're going to insult the... Oh, nope, you're not. Not going to do anything. Okay, Juno, return to your body. And you're going to confuse the enemy stone guard. Avend, we can do an arc lightning on the... Can do an arc lightning on the slinger, and that will transmit to the grunt, and that'll maim them both. There we go. Okay, Castaway. Keep cracking armor here. Volgard. Maim the grunt. And Ivor, you can crack armor on this slinger. Good job. Okay, we need to get Avend mending Volgard's armor to keep him alive. So Juno, confusing isn't going to be all that useful. But hey, maybe this stone guard is going to kill the... Or almost. Down goes Volgard. Okay. Avend, keep the armor of Ivor up. And Castaway can use grenades now. That'll probably kill the grunt and deal damage to the stone guard. Yep, there we go. And Ivor can just work on cracking armor. Set up kills for both Castaway and Juno. There we go. Down goes Avend, but that's not surprising. Stone guard down. Ivor, go crack armor. There we go. Juno, go maim the slinger. And then Castaway, you can finally kill this slinger. Maybe one too many losses, but what are you gonna do? Actually, we'll just kill the slinger with arc lightning. Victory. Whew. Lovely. And the decisions in Banner Saga, it's so tough because you have no idea, though I suppose the decision should be intuitive that if you send Varl against fire, you're probably going to lose a Varl, right? Because Varl hate fire. You should have known that while playing through the entire Banner Saga. But since I've been playing the Banner Saga over many years, I don't remember all these particular lore moments. Or becoming more relentless. Probably getting close. Good. We'd better get close because Arborang isn't going to last very long. Switch back to Arborang. So the darkness has advanced. Okay. Against the steep black cliffs. She whales went on long into the encroaching. The black stone of Arborang hasn't been breached ever. Survivors camp in different clusters atop the black rock. Trouble making even the warp tide withdrawn. Maybe you're safe up here. Maybe the menders are right. I suppose the serpent is coming in very soon. Oath of Ander. No, not that useful. And there are no supplies. So let's just go straight to the stairs, because I've already lost plenty of heroes. Doing nothing. Let's go talk to Zephyr, see how she's holding up on the wall. Just as a drain, if not more. Heard more about you since coming to Arborang. Seems like these people owe you a great deal. Been on my own, close enough. I wish I had supported you better at the gates. Heard you traveled with a Varl named Ingvar. Seemed like quite a coincidence at first. Do you know Ivor? He once slew a sunder called Ray's, who carried Belor's child. Right, Rune was Ray's sister. My belief that Rune probably came to Arborang hoping to find Ingvar, obviously. Basically a family scuffle between Ingvar and the dredge demigods. Face of this darkness, scattered to the wind. Wonder how many other Sunder there are. Okay, are you saying all of the people who died in the siege was because of Ivor? Belor chased you all the way to Boersgard. I suppose there's no point in secrets anymore. Peace with the dredge and mostly succeeded, but one of the conditions that we deliver the Varl named Ingvar. Interesting. A sacrifice. We searched but never found him. Almost certainly I've recognized him. Did they ever mention this? I don't recall. Trust your friend Ivor completely? More than completely. Ivor has been the closest friend to Rook. Hope. How did you discover this light spell? It was the only one left in the aftermath. Okay, I spent days trying anything I could think of against the darkness. Nearly gave up, but I've done. Nobody thought it was possible. When you become a Valka, are you all forced to take on an oath? Sorry, it would have been hard to believe if I told you. Try me. Try to the black sun that resides inside the earth. Your earlier point. Yeah, Rook, you need to be Ivor to understand all these crazy things that's happening. What's your plan now? Days of Valka had nearly godlike powers. Physical immortality has become diluted over time, of course. Did you know that the Valka raised the black rock plateau we're standing on, pulled straight out of the earth? Yeah, naturally dark rock is the same material dredge used to make their armor. That was long before I was born. May have learned a few tricks, but all I can do now is share the same blind hope that we just hold out. Clasp of kin. Interesting item. Okay, how long do you think we have left? Not long now. Make the most of your time. I wish I could have done more. Let's see what that item does. Clasp of kin. Oh, hold on. We don't need to go to the market. We need to go to look at our heroes. So no more Gris. Very unfortunate. Clasp of kin. Plus for all talents, 1 will per turn, 1 armor per turn, plus 1 break. That's not bad. That's not bad. Good for a breaker and someone who uses armor. So that's actually pretty good for Gudmundur, but Gudmundur needs to be aggroing the enemy onto himself. So that ability, Clasp of Kin, unnecessary. Alright, let's go talk to Ubin. Where was Ubin when Deirdre was getting killed by Canary? Scrivener is crouching diligently at his papers. A little patch of quiet and don't know what to do with yourself. Storm, as the poets say. Start predicting the weather. We just talk about it more. What I've been writing in your book. Menders read about what's in the past, and the Skalds stretch fantasy about what happened. Mostly useless if you ask me. Even a perfect record. Remember things that way that suits us best. Definitely wise words from a recorder of history, from Ubin, since he's been writing, or he's talking about skalds and menders, everyone trying to pull history to fulfill their own narrative, to fulfill the purposes of each other's narrative. You can spin a dozen different morals from the same yarn, write stories about people. When someone reveals their own hopes and fears, it's a lie, understand? Horseborn, I'd like to speak with the dredge too one day if they'll have me. Never seen anything like this before in your many years. Never knew why. Now let me think. Fall of Skrimmerstead was something to behold. Half a city sinking into the Silverstone. Grafheim was even bigger, but something like this? No, it was not. Remember my companion Gunnulf telling me I look like an eggplant better than I recall a city sinking beneath the waves. Write these things down. Dalalon, the Horseborn's homeland. Cities of gold and rivers of wine. That seems a little bit of a stretch even for you, Ubin. It was wide fields and tall sky. They wander, everything they build has to wander with them. Of course, they're nomads, they're horseborn. Did you know they believed the sun stopping was a blessing? Their land was shattered just like yours. If you ask me, there's something a lot bigger beneath our feet than we realized. Clearly. Quite sad to live in a time when we've mapped everything the world has to show us. Ubin, you're amazing. Then what? A small world makes for small thinking. Leave you to your work. What are you planning to do with your writings if the darkness overtakes us? Leave it for someone else to find. So the serpent or the warped to come by and find your writings? They'll become warped. Would you believe I hadn't thought of that? No, not without a mender. Maybe we could spare a mender to... We'll have to live. There's no way around it now. Ubin, you're quite the stubborn yox, aren't you? Okay, let's go to the tower, see what's up. Unable to scale the black wall. Being full watch now means forcing fatigued and wounded. Forget the watch. Exhaustion is worse. And yawning through their arguments means everyone has a chance to recover. The risk was worth it. Okay. Let's go to the basement. Saw a whole bunch of the fools drunk as boiled owls. Maybe they have a point. On the other hand, spy Triggy amongst them and a slap cup from his hand. Oh, lovely. Terror drags the sluggers to their feet. Full time, slaughters a man, feign them all. Save the supplies and wait for help to arrive, or use the barrels. I think we can repel them. More warp drag themselves up into the basement. Comes what took you so long. It's not just here, they're coming up all over the plateau. So they're basically tearing through or boring through the obsidian or the black walls here. What must be asunder. Lovely, we're fighting asunder. And I think Trigvi just died as well. Trigvi. Okay, so I think we're gonna approach this the same way. We have Gunnulf, Hakon, Nid for range support, Zephyr for buffing, Gudmundur and Bastion for tanking and breaking armor. Yep, let's do it. Lovely. Oh no, Trigvi's here with us. Thankfully. Warped Sunder. Fight or we're all doomed. What is the Sunder's abilities though? Let's see. Possess. Eyeless. Warped Eyeless. It's interesting. Eyeless was a Sunder that I think Ivor or Bulwark faces in the previous game in Banner Saga 2. So Eyeless is back. Possess unit is KO'd. Eyeless gains +3 strength, +3 will. Possess. Eyeless resurrects a fallen unit to fight for her. Shatter. Invulnerable while channeling, then explodes armor shards from possessed with less than 7 armor. Okay, so we basically need to focus target. We need to focus fire Eyeless, because if we start picking off the weaklings, Eyeless is just going to possess them. Okay. So then we're going to have Bastion go straight up the middle and pin Eyeless down. Then Gudmundur is going to take the Bastion's right flank. Zephyr will stay back to buff the area for Gunnulf and Hakon. I think Gunnulf and Hakon will easily just sweep through the enemy right flank. Nid, stay behind Gudmundur because the enemy doesn't really have any range aside from this Horseborn. Maybe Nid just put her back behind Bastion. Okay. Let's do this. Warped Eyeless. Bastion, you go straight at Eyeless and start cracking the armor. Could actually even use just Drumfire. That didn't do anything. Right, Gudmundur, come over to help. Start cracking Eyeless's armor. That Drumfire didn't do anything. That's hilarious. Okay. Zephyr. Plop down Runic Gale for Hakon and Gunnulf to use. Okay, the bear's gonna attack poor Bastion. But he's still staying put. Okay. Nid. Crack some armor on Eyeless. Because I think actually Hakon can move up to Eyeless and smack him down. Okay, Gunnulf. Increase. Armor. Break. Gunnulf is going to come up and maim this grunt. Perfect. And Bastion isn't going to last very long. But Hakon can come over and maim Eyeless. Perfect. And Eyeless is almost about to die. Yep, down goes Bastion. Okay, Trygvi, go behind Gudmundur. And crack the armor. Prepare for Nid. Gudmundur can just finish off Eyeless right then and there. Perfect. Now we just gotta make sure to keep Hakon and Gunnulf alive. Roy, does he actually die? Well, I mean, we defeated Eyeless in Banner Saga 2, so it's hard to say if Eyeless is actually dead. He's warped, that's all we know. So Zephyr, you need to mend Hakon's armor, because Hakon is probably going to get aggroed. Oh, nice dodge. Okay, Nid. Right, we got this Scourge moving, so Nid can lay down some rain of arrows in front of Gudmundur to block enemy movement. Nice. Cut the enemy turn down. And Gunnulf can use Tempest. Maim this Scourge down. And this Scourge is going to go after Hakon, probably. Yeah. Hakon, start using Sundering Impact on the bear, because that's a whole lot of AoE damage that he's going to be doing. Okay, Trygvi, just keep working on that armor. About your guy that just died. Bastion, yeah, he comes back. He definitely comes back. Gudmundur. Keep cracking armor. Set up that kill for Nid. Though Hakon is nearly dead. Okay, Zephyr. There's also that bear to worry about. Zephyr. Crack that armor on the bear. Hakon's probably gonna die unless... Hey, Maketh. Battle Brothers Frostpunk when? Battle Brothers is coming up on Wednesday, Maketh. So you can expect it then. And Frostpunk, I've already completed Frostpunk a long time ago, and I'm not thinking of going back to it anytime soon, so... Okay, let's maim this Scourge. But Battle Brothers is coming. And after I finish... what's its face? Banner Saga, I'm basically going to refocus most of my efforts on Battle Brothers. Okay, Gunnulf, you need to go away from the drum fire and use Sundering Impact to hit the bear. There we go. On bridge. Hakon, keep working on the bear's armor. Trigvi, let's hope you get a crit. Ah, no luck. Nice, Hakon survived a death blow. Down he goes. Zephyr, keep working on the armor of the bear. And Nid, now maim the bear. Good hit. Have you played the Saga 1? Yes, I have, Maketh, and I'm actually very excited to replay the entire Banner Saga with all 3 games combined at some point. I don't know if I'm going to stream it, but that's something I have for future plans. Yep, down goes Hakon. Hakon got stuck out there, unfortunately. Trigvi, break the armor down. Gudmundur, finish the bear off. Now we gotta take care of that grunt. Zephyr, you need to pull back and mend Valgard's armor. There we go. There we go. Then Nid. Nid, crack the armor of the grunt. Have you played all of the Banner Saga, Maketh? Gunnulf, move to the... Oh, that was wrong. Shouldn't have moved to the drum fire. Gotta keep my eyes open on the geography here. Okay, Trigvi, work on the armor. And Gudmundur now maim. And Zephyr, you can just finish off this grunt now. Lovely. Nid, you can start moving over here. Couldn't beat the final boss at Saga 1 after 3rd try and uninstalled it. The guy I didn't level up ended up facing the final boss at the game, so I didn't buy the 2nd and 3rd. Gotcha. No, probably the hardest battle in all of Banner Saga is the fight against Bellower in Banner Saga 1, so I definitely agree with you there. Trigvi, just move around. Gudmundur, move up. Zephyr, you need to mend Gunnulf's armor. Perfect. Alright, Nid, start working on the armor here. Excellent. Gunnulf, start cracking away at the Spellsinger. Good work, good work. And Nid, you can finish it off. Archers, great at finishing off enemies because of the puncture ability. And I think we basically gimped or ganked Eyeless, or warped Eyeless here very quickly. So I'm glad that happened. Poor Bastion got stuck out there, and Hakon got stuck out. But that's what you get when you use items with more aggro. Like the story side and animation, is there anything new for me to pick up the sequels? I would recommend picking up the sequels, not necessarily for mechanics, but really for the story. If you really like the story of Banner Saga, I highly recommend Banner Saga 2 and 3. And it's actually perfect now, considering that all Banner Saga games are out. You can just play from 1, 2, and 3 and import your saves from each game. So I would highly recommend the 2. Basement is dark, and the survivors hustle to seal cover. Half the menders have survived. Okay, 4 more days. We have 4 more days. I think we'll be able to get to the end here in 4 days, I hope. I mean, combat Maketh hasn't really changed that much. With Banner Saga, it's the same old combat that it always has been. There are new characters in Banner Saga 2 and 3. But that's about it. There isn't anything revolutionarily new. It's all about the story here in Banner Saga. Carnelations. Hundreds can be seen from the hilltop and they look suspiciously arranged. This wasn't a battle. Wait, what if this is a warning of some kind, of something ahead? Is there anything valuable here? Unusual trinket clasped tightly in one of their hands. Mass suicide. Wow. The Ring Mother.
The white tower that looked like a toothpick when I first saw it now soars above our heads, dwarfing any structure made by kings or WoW. This is where our troubles began. And with luck, where they will end.
Alright, we got to the White Tower. I think this is the end game, basically. As Doctor Strange said in Infinity War, we're in the end game now. The back of your mind. Fearsome figure stands before the White Tower, before a crowd. It's Bulwark. Are we gonna have to fight Bulwark again? Serpent carved a path for me straight to this place. Must be getting pretty desperate if it brought you here to deal with us. Seems like a great idea to me. Go ahead and try some mind tricks, see what rage really looks like. Survive this, they're not mine anymore. Now I saw this place in my dreams, so this is where the Valka did all their dirty deeds. Stole your powers. Never thought I'd end up taking the dredge's side. Stopping us now would be the biggest mistake. But let's cut to the chase. I didn't come to kill Ravens or Ingvar, the child killer. To kill the sniveling little bastard who caused all this. Off to fight Bulwark. Okay. So all our characters are injured, so there isn't much that we can do here. So we're definitely bringing in Volgard. I mean, Krumr is injured. His strength is down from 17 down to 11, so he's quite useless. Ivor, at least, has enough strength because of his item. Speaking of which, Ring Mother, plus 3 all talents, plus 2 aggro, minus 1 move, 20% divert armor, strength, dodge strength, strength attack, strength resist. That's not bad. That's not a bad item at all. But I wonder if there's a different different item that we can give to Ivor. +2 strength for Ivor, that'll make him stronger. Is there anything that can increase his armor? We can give him the God Scale. Suppose we could give him the God Scale. Because it gives him a lot of armor. That'll make Ivor into a super tank, and he has pretty good break. What we don't have is a good damage dealer. We have Ivor is our only damage dealer. Avend is a support / damage dealer, and then there's Castaway, who's more AoE and support, because the other Varl are basically out of combat right now. They don't have they don't have good equipment on them. We could use Ditch for armor breaking, but he's not really a tank of sorts. Really good for armor breaking, not much strength. We could bring him instead of Spar. Spar would be great for skipping enemy turns, so I think we're just gonna go with this setup. And hopefully Ivor will survive to deal enough damage. Thank God we have Volgard here. Okay, so here's Bulwark. But it's interesting, he's not fighting against us. Warped Valka Crystal. Okay, so we have to stay away from these Valka crystals so that they don't harm us. But we can use them as a minefield to break through or reduce the strength of all these creatures. And we can use Castaway to break down these Valka crystals. Okay, so where's their strength? Their strength lies on the right, so I think we're going to go left instead, because they have their Spellsinger and their weaker Grunt here. Okay, in that case, we're going to put Volgard here, Ivor here, Spar behind, stay away from the Valka crystals, and Juno doesn't really care. Here we go. We're just gonna rest, let the enemy move in. Ivor, move up a little bit. Give space for Castaway to move in and hit the Valka crystals. Spar, go behind Juno. Juno, just rest, stay put. Okay, Avend. Go behind, no, just stay put. Just rest. And now Castaway. Let's see what's going to happen with the shards here. Interesting. Didn't do that much. Okay, Volgard, you can move up and activate Stone Wall to tank damage from the Grunt. Ivor, you can come around the flank. I don't really know how to use these shards. We don't have enough ranged characters, I think, to be able to use them. Let's see, what if we hit the Valka crystals like so? That didn't do anything. Okay, Juno. What if we hit this Valka crystal? Okay, okay. So we gotta line the enemy up to be able to use it. Gotcha. Okay. Avend, just stay back for the moment. They're gonna use Umbrage. Well, we can, in this case, then just surround the Grunt and break him down. So let's just break his armor. Then Volgard, you can break him away. Ivor, you can actually come over here and smack this Valka crystal. That'll send shards onto this warped warrior. Okay. Spar, you can insult the warped warrior and stun him. Don't let him move close because his strength is going to break through Volgard's armor. Excellent. Juno, now you can actually confuse the warrior so that he goes off against the lovely hit. Okay, Avend. Avend, you're just going to mend armor on Volgard. Perfect. Down goes Spar. That's okay. Castaway. Castaway. We're gonna try to block Sunstrike. That's not gonna do anything. Strength damage and no exertion. Could use Sunstrike on the Warped Warrior so that if he attacks Ivor, he doesn't exert himself. Okay, there we go. So much for exertion. Okay, Volgard. Crack armor. Set the kill up for Ivor. And now Ivor, you get to move in and maim. Cause AoE damage. Juno, keep using this Scourge to do most of the damage. Good kill, good kill. Scourge is gonna drain Volgard here, who's just doing amazing resisting. Avend, what could you do? Avend, what could you do? Let's just keep you back. Probably using Arc Lightning would have been a good idea here, but it's okay. Castaway, go behind Volgard, start cracking armor on the Scourge. Volgard, maim the Grunt. Volgard's still alive, excellent. Ivor, you can actually kill the Spellsinger this turn. There we go, no more umbrage. Okay, now we just finish off the enemy. Crack his armor. Juno's gonna probably go down. No, Volgard's gonna go down, but that's okay. Avend. You're actually gonna be the one who kills this grunt. Nice. Juno, you're immortal, so I don't care. Castaway, keep cracking that armor. Set that kill up for Ivor. Then Ivor, you move in and maim this big Scourge. Okay, Juno, you go for the dark energy. There we go. Lovely reinforcements. Nah, we're gonna lose this battle now. Because we don't have the strength to be able to deal with so many. Not even with Juno's immortality. This is the one thing I will say about Banner Saga 3. I know we are playing on hard difficulty, but there wasn't even a timer here showing that there are going to be reinforcements. So that's what I'm a little bit... I think it's a little bit cheap that there are just reinforcements that pop out of nowhere. When there's a mechanic that shows you that there should be enemies coming up. So in effect, we're going to lose this battle again. Okay, well, Avend, just move in and crack armor. Good kill. I mean, if we're lucky, we might be able to use the Valka shards to our advantage here. But I don't think we still have enough strength to be able to finish them off. Okay, so this grunt can reach Ivor, so we're going to move out of the way. Don't care much about willpower right now. Okay, Juno. Move in, keep grabbing up more dark energy. Avend. You can just stay put and rest. Get more willpower. What are you doing there? Why did you attack and hit your own warrior there? I don't know. Okay. Castaway. We can actually drop... I don't have willpower anymore. So then we're just gonna rest. Because Castaway, if I had enough willpower, I could drop down the eggs and get stalkers so that I can have at least some target saturation. Ivor, just rest. Let the enemy move to us. Full Avon standing on Juno's body. But we're totally going to lose this battle because in 21 turns there are more reinforcements coming in and we haven't even touched this next wave. Avon, step away, get Juno to move in. Castaway, just keep resting. Ivor, you can actually step up and hit this Valka crystal. Not bad, not bad. Juno's back, lovely. And we'll end her turn. Avend. No potential for arc lightning, unfortunately. Let's see. I think we'll just rest. Castaway, you're gonna move in close to Juno, and Juno's gonna use. She is going to use whatever her willpower regaining ability is. Weaved energy. Lovely. Then Avend, still no arc lightning possibilities. Nope. So just mend Ivor's armor, keep it high. Okay, castaways, you can start dropping eggs. So all we need to do is pull you back, drop barbed stones, and we'll get stalkers for target saturation. Alright, Ivor, keep working on the armor here. Lovely umbrage. Okay. Confuse this warrior. Good job. And another umbrage. And more enemy reinforcements coming in very soon. And at this point, we can actually move in and use arc lightning. No, that's a bad idea. Well, just end your turn. Okay, Castaway, crack armor. Set up the kill for Ivor. Perfect. And another umbrage. I mean, these dredger or these warped are going to become so powerful that there's nothing we're going to be able to do because of their umbrage. Down goes Avend. Castaway. Let's see, Castaway, you can hit that. Good work. And Ivor, you can finish this grunt off. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a defeat. And their reinforcements coming in 3 more rounds. And another umbrage goes off. Lovely. Yeah. And because most of our characters were all injured, here are even more reinforcements. Shield bangers, scourges. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose this battle. No way we can do this. And here comes Bulwark. Yeah, no, we can't do this. Yeah. I mean, Juno can keep confusing the enemy here. Down goes Ivor. And Bulwark is super powered up as well. We could confuse him to attack the enemy, but not much. And another umbrage goes off. Yeah, we're just waiting for the end here. Down goes Juno. I mean... will I say Banner Saga 3 is unfair? It probably is, but there's a story reason to why it's unfair. So I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing, but it certainly is not the most fun when, even at the end of the apocalypse, you feel like these warped warriors, first of all, they don't necessarily obey their own rules of the game, in that sometimes there's a reinforcement timer, other times there is no reinforcement timer, so it's either a bug or it was poorly implemented. So, hard to say. And I think we're just going to let our characters die, because there is no way we're coming back from this, in this battle. We'll confuse Bulwark to attack his own. Ah, he killed my own. Perfect confuse for the enemy. And now it's pillage mode. Yep. Bulwark wins. But this isn't going to stop the story. This is a little bit of a disconnect, or I suppose a gripe with the Banner Sagas, that the battles don't always translate to the story. Like, battles are a way to farm renown, but they don't exactly affect the story. Not exactly. Yeah, everybody's injured. Everyone has already been injured. Not a whole lot of renown, but I don't really need this renown, because it's the very end of the game, I think. Taller than you imagined. Be the end, but you push past your exhaustion, your many wounds, and scoop up Avon, dragging Juno along. We had a time. Alright. Chapter 22, is this the last one? Yep, it is. Because it's now just Ivor, Juno, and Avend. Top of the tower. An actual sun. You're really going to put it back in the sky somehow? Juno, there has to be some other way. I can't come this far. This is really happening now. Give me a moment. Alright, so Juno's asking me... So here's the conundrum. Juno's asking Ivor to make sure that Avon does the right thing. Alfrun said, you know what, these Valka can't be trusted, and then Avon wants to find another way to save Juno. So, what do we do?
Lives or dies here. This is it.
This is indeed it. So I suppose it's going to be three choices. Stop the Valka, help Avend, or help Juno. Center of the tower, Juno sits upon the pedestal, and Avend reluctantly begins his task. And go. A familiar rumbling. Here comes the serpent, right? Yep, here he is. Man, this serpent has really got beaten up. Probably from all the dredge creatures in this inner earth. Serpent raises its tattered head to the tower top, speaks in ancient tongue as before. I have the strength to crush this tower anymore. Low undulating speech. Gorthus Vavel. Does it mean it's giving up? It wants to make a deal. And now we have a fourth option. What is this serpent going to do? I have a prophecy of extinction, it says. The darkness will lift and will spare Arborang. Consumes only half the world. Half the world in exchange for what? Juno's energy. If I release it to the serpent, Juno will be gone, but she won't suffer. Tell Avon is seriously considering it. So I don't really want to put my trust in a giant serpent that has been destroying the world, and its purpose, I think, is to destroy the world. So, no, Avon, this is not what we came here to do. Behind him, the serpent rattles in resentment at being ignored. Juno doesn't deserve this. What choice did we have? Try to imagine if I told you the truth when we met. It was hard enough convincing anyone to listen in the first place. And I begged you to wait for Juno. How long did you wait? Not even a single day. For all I did in Einartoft to save the Varl from complete extinction. No, if you knew the truth, you'd have drowned me in that lake yourself. Couldn't even trust you to save yourselves. So you will decide who is to be saved? That's not what I mean. What's the point of this, Ivor? So brothers and clansmen can keep killing each other over petty disputes. So Varl and Dredge can go on destroying each other over ancient history. So Avon is trying to trust the serpent. Maketh, you are the one who likes the giant monsters, right? Even after we realize the Dredge, we're only fleeing the darkness, same as the rest of us. Even after discovering a Dredge child dying in the snow, an infant, everyone was ready to slaughter it like a pig. So basically, Avon is just trying to end all the suffering. Noble cause, but let's see. And yet the Dredge child lives on. Even now, we overcame that fear. Can you ask for more than that? You'd rather sink the whole ship than try to patch the hole. And yet I would say, yet the Dredge child lives on. 1 in thousands is spared. Is this really what you want to argue right now? Look, you made good points, but try to put yourself in my position. As to weigh the fate of the world against their loved ones, but would anyone choose the world? But Avon seemed determined to get this off his chest, and we both know how this world really is. Remember Dangler's Godstone? That old woman lies to our faces about who attacked who, then she mocks us for not butchering that stone hurler on sight. Even with the truth laid so bare before us, that was a debate. How can we hope to overcome that kind of spite and ignorance, that hatred? Avon, I think you're being a little bit too resentful if you want to save the world. What are we fighting so hard to preserve exactly? Continue hope until the day there's nothing to hope for. You've had plenty of time to ask that stone hurler how she feels about it. I'm gonna continue on hoping. No, you believe that? Because we're going for the positive message, right? You don't know the depths of it the way I do. There was a woman near Orzma River. After we somehow survived crossing the chasm, some of our own clansmen had tied her to a stake. Conceal to see her face, the torture and the pain. Do you remember how many days she had hung there, starving before we arrived? To be honest, I don't remember her. But I do. Maybe those men lied, or the sun stopped, maybe they miscounted. 7 days, I could feel her agony. According to their own absurd, she had been freed. Can you imagine suffering like that for a world that doesn't even remember you? Avon, you are seriously being too resentful. That's what this is about, isn't it? This is about Juno. Just need to believe in what I'm supposed to do. Be swayed by your arguments. The coils of the serpent are wrapping tight around the tower, and you can feel its patience growing thin. When we found Juno's body smashed and broken in the frozen sea, I saw that same fate for her as that poor woman starving to death. Everyone else was so quick to give up on her. Grateful that you did not, but that's what you're asking me to do now. Must sound pathetic. I was okay. When you stood against Belor on the bridge at Einertoft, I finally recognized you, and I knew what you had done to Reyes and his child. You followed us to Beauregard to finish the job. What would you give to have a letback? Don't make Juno suffer an even worse fate. Please, Ivor. Trust me to find a solution. Muscles tense, your heart races. Is Avon even telling you the truth? The axe is already in your hand. So here's the choice. Kill Avon, trust him, or try to keep persuading him. No decision is easy because if we kill him, we don't know what's gonna happen. If we trust him, Avon is gonna follow his conscience, and if we try to dissuade him, saying, "Look, if you truly love Juno, this isn't what she would have wanted," that's sort of more in line of what Juno would have wanted. Avon must die. It's all his fault. But Keth, you're just being cold-hearted here. But what's his does he pay for all this? But if this is a chance to correct his wrongs, so do we kill him while he's trying to correct his wrongs? The practical solution is, I think if we trust Avon, Avon is just going to ask the serpent he's going to make a deal with the serpent. So half the world will be destroyed, half of it will be in darkness, the other half will live on. And if you think about it, if we leave the world half in darkness, that's going to force the dredge, the horseborn, the varl, and the humans to live together. But on the other hand, there's this world-destroying serpent. Juno's trying to conserve the world. I think we're going to go with Juno's approach here. So we're going to try to dissuade Avon and have Juno and invoke Juno's voice. Juno's everything this world deserves. Instead, you got me. So tired, Ivor. Courage, this was the hard part. Forgive me, Juno. I'll love you always.
I've never seen anything like a sun coming to life. And I hope I never will again. Stuck with him, just a speck so far above our heads was Juno, who turned the darkness into light. Ivan, did not want to leave the sun behind as we departed the inner earth. I expect he will return there often. No warp crossed our path on the long trek home. They have all turned to ash. And now, we are coming to this journey's long end. The same thought rattling around my head the whole way. Do I dare to hope?
Oh man, some characters aren't present in this last bit here. No Oddleaf, no Folka, no Skathak, no Bach, no Gris. I think I let 5 characters die. And that's it? That's it? Why is there no true closure? Why? Well, I suppose that's what you get, right? You did what you came out to do, and now you have to live in this torn up world. GG, well played, Maketh. Indeed, indeed. Well, what this actually makes me want to do is replay the Banner Saga and try to save everyone to the last. Because this is unfortunate because there's no closure to Rook's story, so what's Rook going to do? Is he going to become king? Is Ludin going to become king? Are the Dredge and the humans and the Horseborn and Varl going to live together? It's hard to say. But overall, I gotta say, the overall story I definitely enjoyed. Like, what about Bulwark? What happened to Bulwark? Is Bulwark just dead? Or did he come out alive as well? A lot of questions. Lot of questions. Oh hey, here we go. Somehow I knew they'd do it. Ubin. Whatever it is. Sun's actually moving again for a long time. Things were looking pretty hopeless. Only the oldest at this point. Gods are dead, the world turned to dust, and on we go. Are we all that's left? I think so. Life will return. Grass and green will sprout from the dust. Even though Arborang is gone, I believe there are other survivors, Varl in the north, perhaps huddled around Godstones. Maybe we'll find Fasoltz again? But he's probably dead. South of the darkness there may still be Horseborn fleeing across the fields, or ships of men, or dredge without sunder. So we rebuild. I just wish that Aled could be here to see this. I'm feeling she did see it somehow. For a long time now I've been thinking of an epic poem. You'll never guess the inspiration. Would you care to hear what I've got? Be a pleasure. The only option. Alia smiles and draws his lute from around his back. He sings with a brightness in a voice. Only the sun has stopped, cut with keen-edged sword. Little did they sleep lest they not come home. Weary the weight of the sun, of our bones the hills. The slayer and the slain. From their homes must all flee and cast their hone into the air. To speak in all tongues where a foe may lurk, the destined day shall come. The fetters will burst, brothers fight and kinship at stain, and in fear quake all. The true hero comes reluctantly, raising high their shining light. Alas, the seas still dead and wide, the hounds are a-hungered. We live as we will live, with the mighty grief that was ours and theirs. Only we few remember it now. Alia rests his throat and then gives a little cough to indicate he's done. Not as bad. It's not bad as far as poetry goes. Like any good historical account, it could use more verses at the end there. You're right, it certainly could. And here come the full credits, I suppose. So that's Banner Saga 3 for you. I think of the games, this one was actually shorter because of the end game feel of Banner Saga. There's Ivor and Alette, Bulwark and Folka together. Okay, so the game is complete, and there's obviously more time for today's live stream. So here's what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to go off to my lunch break, so I'm going to cut my stream here, go off to the lunch break, and we'll come back and do some Battle Brothers. How about that? So thank you all for joining me for Banner Saga 3. If there's anyone new to the live stream or new to the channel and have enjoyed the content, please don't forget to follow and be ready to come back to my channel about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. I'm going to go quickly have some lunch, and then we'll get into some Battle Brothers. So from the hopeful ending, we're going to go into the dark world of Battle Brothers and fight some orcs. Cool, 30-minute break? Yes, Maketh. So I'm going to cut the live stream here, so go offline for a little bit, and I'll be back in 30 minutes. So see you soon. Take care, everyone, if anyone has to go, and get ready for some Battle Brothers. Peace, everyone.